in the society.
All right, well, here we go. Pull it down. Yeah, that's it's a big bowl.
Not so rusty.
No, it's not bad at all.
Well, no water been in there forever.
Wow. It's almost like the original steel was on there, back down here. I don't think it was painted or anything. But anyway, it looks great, and looks like something that you'd find on a cannibal movie. You know, you gotta cook something big in there. You know what I mean? So we're gonna hang it utilizing a big bracket that we have over there, bolting it to the ceiling. So that is the next step. We'll get the other one off the other side here in a minute, but then we're gonna cut some holes around it. So when this is a chandelier hanging like that, there's some light that goes up and hits off the ceiling. And I came across this old, in a junk pile, actually, the Cyclone right here. Beautiful. Aluminum. Goes with the colors in there. We're going to clean up all this. It's a 3-ton. It is going to be so sweet. Look wonderful in the room. We just got finished grinding this off and finding the top dead center of the new chandelier here, the end of this fuel tank. You see, Reed put a nice X right there. And we took this handle, this what do you call it, a ring, but we're gonna weld that right there. It came off the other one that we cut off. We're gonna take this over and put it at the very top center, and then we're gonna take this big 3-ton and hook it right there. So this will hold up this. It'll have a beautiful look to it. It'll be just like that. Of course, all the paint's gonna be gone and everything. And this will be up in the rafters and the joists. We're gonna take this over now and do some welding. Put this on here, bring it back, and try to get the hook. I gotta get a hook. You're gonna put the hook in the ceiling while we have, you know, all the boards in place where we can reach the ceiling right now. So, stand back up, will you? Jesus fucking Christ, I mean, have you never watched TV before? Take pictures of fucking clouds. Hey, finally, we are putting up our chandelier. All the boys just went to do laundry. Anyway, John just came to me and or to the group and apologized to everybody for, you know, he hung out with a girl yesterday, which has no business doing and didn't do anything, but it's all wrong and he knows it, doesn't know why all of a sudden he cannot not act out. So the problem with it is the first thing that usually leads to, you know, drugs. You know, you're getting involved in something that actually changes the chemical makeup of your bloodstream, and then you feel different. And so anyway, he fessed up to it and apologized to everybody, and told him that I felt bad yesterday for him, and that we had been working so hard. There was a little bit of backtracking, but that he has the opportunity to change and continue to change. And it starts with being honest right now, which is what he just did. You know, he cleaned it up. Anyway, kind of a strange vibe in the household when somebody does that, because you get close to people here. So, I don't know. We'll see. You know, never know what's going to happen. But Another day and some more drama. All right. Well, this turned out being better than I thought it would. Because of course you're putting this stuff together in your mind and you can't really bring it in here and put it up here to see what it's going to look like. So just kind of drawing the concept out on paper and then it's all in your head. So it turned out to be very, very nice. Steel looks good. All the fittings I think are going to hold are weld jobs. Looks rustic enough. And I guarantee you can swing on that thing right now. You know, connection is the opposite of addiction. You used to tell me, you know, you're only 14 years old, because that's when you started really drinking heavy, or 13 maybe, and now you're 24. So you don't know anything about living. You've been a child the whole time. You're a teenager in a man's body. So month after month, I listened to this old goat. I did the work. I did exactly what he said. And then one day, I went 24 hours, and, oh, well, well, emotion came up connected to that with him.
I've got chills.
I was waiting for that.
I think everybody that reaches a point where they have to ask for help in their addiction has been humbled at some level. Nobody stops drinking or using because things are going great.
I think it just showed me what a good mentor can do, and someone that's gonna call you on your BS can be very, very helpful for people. And that's what I try and, you know, do now. And it's a little different, obviously, my role, but, you know, I can only persuade or guide someone into treatment. Can't make anyone go.
You know, in the Montana Society, it's not a bunker. It's not a show. It's none of those things. It's a process. It's a soul healing process. It's something that happened to me. Someone gave me freely. So we take this process, this gift, you know, this diamond, and we give it to others that have the same cracks in them that we had. And it's funny, only the ones with cracks in it can actually receive the gift.
We've done this 4, 5, and 6. We've reflected and done a moral inventory on our lives, and we've seen some of the stuff that we've done. We've also taken an accurate inventory, right? We've seen the good. We see the behaviors and the patterns and the actions that were harmful to ourselves and to others. We've expressed and let those go to another human and to God as we understand that. And so there's a level of self-acceptance now. And now these pieces of ourselves, these causes and conditions, we can start rewiring the operating system. And that's what step 7 is doing. It's really a pivotal step. And if you continue on the path, then it's more action, right? We make a list of the people we've harmed and became willing to make an amends. And then we make an amends. And when we're operating out of this humility, when we're operating out of this primary purpose of being useful to others, then the next steps to follow, 8 and 9, are totally logical. They make sense. Let's right the wrongs where we can. And let's grow this garden. And let's live a little. And let's love a little. And let's laugh a little. And let's stop fighting with ourselves. And let's find some peace within. And that is possible. That is the invitation. And then you got guys that do the work. You gotta do the work. Well, if you do the work, and we forget that this is an invitation. And yeah, you gotta do the work, but this is an invitation peace, for love, for tolerance, for understanding, for action, and for inviting others into this same beautiful, sacred place that is possible if you do the work.